Hey guys, it's John from John's DIY Playground. Today I wanted to show you an interesting hack that I found to improve connectivity with my backup generator here. It's a Generac 10 kilowatt Guardian. The connectivity is terrible on this thing because it has a Wi-Fi app that doesn't do anything except tell you if the generator is running or not, and you have to go to the app. It won't push any notifications to you if it turns on by itself, which is something I thought would be very important. So this is an Evolution 2.0 controller, and underneath the controller is a Molex connector that we'll be plugging into, and we'll be adding 2 additional wires. They're serial wires for transmit and receive. And what we did is we run it out to this box, and this is just a weatherproof box. Inside is a Raspberry Pi, and it has a serial connector to take the 5-volt level and lower the voltage level, logic level, to 3.3 volts, and then that feeds into the Raspberry Pi. Now the Raspberry Pi has Wi-Fi, and that connects to my home network. So let's go inside and I'll show you how it works. So before I get to the web interface and also show you my home automation integration into Home Assistant, I wanted to point out that I didn't write the software for this project. It was actually J.G. Yates who gets all the credit, and it is excellent software. I'll leave a link to the URL on GitHub for this project, but it looks like it gets updated fairly often, and I'll show you how you can actually do that quite easily. There's also a project wiki that has all the details of how to build your own. I built it probably in a day or two. All the components are available on Amazon, and I'll have affiliate links in the description below as well. So the wiki will tell you everything you need to know, but if you're not wanting to take on such a project, you can also buy these on eBay. But you can see the cost is quite high. It's $350. I built mine for probably less than $100. So keep that in mind. And if you have questions about the software and performance, there's a ton of questions and answers in this Issues tab over on the GitHub. There's currently 328 different closed questions and 9 open topics. So you can browse through those or just search in this area here. Now, as far as the web interface goes, it looks like this, and this is just the front screen. My generator is actually running right now so that I could show more of the dials actually in operation. Normally there's only like 2 things that show any kind of value, which is the starter battery voltage and the utility voltage. Normally when I have regular power, this will show 240 volts AC. You can see now my generator is actually putting out 243 volts, and the frequency is 59 hertz. The target in the US is 60 hertz, so it's within tolerance. RPM target is around 3600 RPM, so we're also within the green there. And this generator, like I showed before, it puts out about 9 kilowatts on natural gas, so it's monitoring that as well. Now if we go through some of the other tabs here, maintenance gives you just some more detail about your generator, serial numbers, and temperatures, things of that nature. When you're having an outage, it gives you this data. It's just not as pretty as the status tab. There's a log history, there's a monitor here. Tells you how well your system's running, if your Raspberry Pi has good signal or not, for example. You can see mine down here. It's only 78 degrees inside the case. I'm using a Raspberry Pi 3 Model B, and it's not using much CPU anyway. It's only using 4%, so it's not even running that hard. Other things in settings, you can control all kinds of different things here. This is where you would set up, if I was to scroll down, your email address, where to email you alerts and notifications whenever the generator comes on or off. There's also a number of add-ons, including MQTT server, or I guess client. So it still sends data to my MQTT server running on my Home Assistant. So that's how I get it into my home automation software. And then in this About area, you can see we're running version 1.13.33, and it says down here there's a new version 13.36. Upgrading is really easy. You just click on this button here, hit upgrade, and it'll download and install. So really simple, and I've seen a couple updates just in this last week. As far as Home Assistant, we have over here the different types of things you can get through the MQTT server, and this all goes into Home Assistant. It's really great. So just like any other Home Assistant where you're running with values, you can click on the little eyeball and see a data history of what the values look like and see if there's anything odd. But that's more or less it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll try to get to them as best I can. Like I said, I'll leave links to the products I use to build mine in the description below, as well as the links to the GitHub. And thanks for watching, and remember, please give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe so you're notified when new videos come out. This is John from John's DIY Playground. Have a great day.